Here you go.
15 minutes after 6 is Halloween, and that means the return of a morning show favorite. David "The Rock" Nelson returns with clips from yet another one of his genius homemade horror flicks.
Oh, boy. And love no
Thanks, Robin.
Well, we will have the latest details on the Rolling Stones' upcoming tour in a few minutes.
But up next, David "The Rock" Nelson, king of B-movies, is here. He's a horror film genius, and you're looking at some of his work right here.
Sit back and enjoy, or I will get you. I will get you. I will bite you in the neck.
All right. I'm going to need that looking at me. Hey, David. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
The On the Money report.
Welcome back, everybody. 6:45, 52 degrees outside. David "The Rock" Nelson is back, king of big movies, hailing from Des Plaines. David, good to see you once again.
Nice seeing you.
Your fourth or fifth time on the show?
Since '97, every year, sometimes twice a year.
Excellent. And you produced most of these films in your mother's backyard in Des Plaines?
It's right in my basement, my dungeon, anywhere where there's like privacy, secluded cemeteries, forest preserves.
Excellent.
Anybody I can drag in front of the camera. I am the Ed Wood of the 21st century.
Film selling well?
Yeah, you guys gotta find my movies, man.
Right.
See? Miss Werewolf,
Right.
Frankenstein Stalk, The Devil Ant, these two got Svengoolie.
We'll let people know where
Hillary
they can...
Clinton's in them. Forrest K. Ackerman.
Okay.
Forrest K. Ackerman, Roger Corman's in them. Fred Olin Ray is in Devil Ant. Hollywood
David,
filmmaker, Fred Olin Ray.
We'll tell people how they can get these movies in a moment, but first we're going to see this year's film, and if we can shut the lights off, we can tell people we're going to see, I believe, it is Miss Werewolf. Is that correct?
That's right.
All right. This is not it. This is not it. Can we take the rights out of the movie? You did not produce the Enrique Iglesias video. This is, here we go.
Oh, full moon.
No, not that!
That's Mike Madden.
No way! No! No!
The werewolf headed back to his lair.
You know, Detective Rock, this looks like human blood.
It must be hers. That girl that got bit.
It looks like it's a human, part wolf, part werewolf.
Oh, come on, that's speculation and hearsay. That's rigmarole, gibberish.
A woman gathered in silent prayer before the graveside.
Oh, poor Mike Tor, man. He was my buddy. He was my favorite Tor.
The sun was going down. But unbeknown to the gravediggers, strange eyes were watching them.
Yeah, me and you could be gone.
Uh-oh. Rich Yarber. Oh, my goodness. That is horrible. My goodness, that is spooky stuff. And who is starring as the werewolf?
That's Janet.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, again, some more genius work. David "The Rock" Nelson. The movie is Miss Werewolf.
That's filmed in my backyard, and that's filmed in a cemetery in Ohio. Right across the street from the police station in Ohio. That was Rich Yarber.
Wow, you took it on location. That's impressive.
Yeah, of the Nightmare Society out there in Ohio. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, David "The Rock" Nelson.
Yeah, now this movie's 7 years in the making.
Yeah?
I'm going to be at the Monster Bash convention. That's creepyclassics.com, and then click Monster Bash, and then look for my name on their guest list and click David "The Rock" Nelson. Or email me, rocknelsonfilms@hotmail.com.
David "Rock" Nelson at Yahoo.
Only 18 lousy stinking bucks.
All right.
And Spike O'Dell, you told me in '97 you were going to buy my movie when I was on Strange Universe. I said, buy my movie. You said, all right, I'll buy the doggone thing. Well, you need to buy the doggone thing. Spike O'Dell, WGN Radio, buy my stinking movie.
That's right,
I need
Spike.
your money and you need my movies. They're great at a party when you're drunken in a room full of people.
David "The Rock"
That's
Nelson,
what Mike
everybody.
Said.
Good to have you here, my friend.
Film Society.
Well
Come to
done.
the Monster Bash in June. I'm going to be there.
We'll see you next year, David. Thank you very much, sir.
That's right.
All right. All right.
You want to fight? Come on.
Let's go, man.
Let's go, man. Come on.
Hello, Jim. David "The Rock." Hi.
Oh, good. They're still showing us.
Let's take a look at what's going to happen in the next 24 hours. We're expecting temperatures to rise. Well, Halloweenies. In the weather office. Larry and Michael, in the newsroom. Back to you.
Good. All right. Thank you, David. Goodbye.
You gotta work out
Happy
today,
Halloween.
boy.
Yeah.
No hype, no stars, no
Okay.
ceremony, no long speech.
That was
Simple,
it.
understated to
That
the
was
point.
it
That's
on
how that
WGN 2001. But I want to say that was my old email address. that email address got sabotaged. So now my new, you can find me on Facebook. Just become my fiend on Facebook. Don't go to that old email address. But the website for Monster Bash is right. creepyclassics.com. That was right. That's the website for the Monster Bash. But, or go to monsterbash.us. That's their website. I'm a guest every year. But my website is davidrocknelson.com. Just go to my website. It's got my email address there. davidrocknelson.com. If you want to contact me, there's an email address at my website, or fiend me on Facebook. Become my fiend on Facebook. I'm down in my dungeon. Look at that. See, I have my Frankenstein poster up there. And then I was a teenage mummy. There's Frankenstein right there. There's my Strange Universe poster that I got because I was a guest on Strange Universe. There's Emmett Miller, the host. And there's Can't Stop the Rock poster over there. There's some Monster Mask. I got Uncle Fun, for $1. And I got that for $5 on Clark Street by Belmont. There's a Royal Model Kit Frankenstein cover. There's a Wolfman Royal Model cover. There's the Creature. And there's Michael Landon. I was a teenage werewolf. There's a witch mask right there. Isn't that cool? There's a demon. And there's the werewolf mask that I used in Conrad Brooks versus Werewolf. It's all rotten away. The face is all... And there's a lobby card, Invasion of the Saucemen. There's the Marx figures, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Creature. There's a gorilla I got at Brookfield Zoo, a wax figure. Here's a thing I got for $1 at the Dollar Tree. And there's a mummy I got at Uncle Fun for $2. And there's the little Gill Man, Creature Walks Among Us. There's the Great America Fright Fest mug I got in like 1991. There's a little flying saucer I used in The Rock versus the Monsters, a.k.a. the Demon Monster from Outer Space, or formerly Man from Plan 9. That's the saucer used, and it's all crushed. And then, there's that witch mask again. There's a Vampire Cup Janet got me. There's all my monster toys. Look at it. I got the Palmer figures. That's the first one I got there. There's a mummy I got at KFC. White Castle. They gave out those monsters like about 10 years ago, back in the early 90s. That's the mummy one. That's the Wolfman one. And there's those little figures you used to get in the 60s. The werewolf, the zombie guy. There's the Palmer King Kong. There's another ape from the 50s or 60s. Before they had the King, sort of like that King Kong. This came earlier. This was like in the early 60s, late 50s. There's a wind-up Kong. A wind-up Creature I got for $1. There's the head of the Pumpkin Man and Night of the Pumpkin Man. There's another Pumpkin Man figure I used in the video. There's a picture of Jesus. Yeah. And there's a King Kong card from the 60s. Or the 70s. It's the new King Kong. Here's some other things. That's Bob Burns as a werewolf. Frankenstein Scary Nails with the Aurora Frankenstein on there. Scary Nails, glow in the dark. Got one with Dennis Troctenis from Scary Monsters. Here's a Mad Doctor, one of a kind, carved out of wood. My friend made. And here's the Aurora Frankenstein. He's got a pirate flag. Look at that. And look at that. There's the Frankenstein I got there at Toys R Us. There's the Godzilla my friend gave me. Dracula coming out of a coffin there. There's the mummy things you get for like 33 cents, 4 for $1 on sale. Yeah, they went down to like 40 cents a piece after Halloween. They dropped the price. And then I got this Frankenstein. There's that Frankenstein that had candy in it. And here's a little Frankenstein putty or goop or whatever. There's like this little rubber finger puppet. Here's a Frankenstein squirter. This is a one-of-a thing these people made over there on Cicero near Tui, but they tore the house down. Now it's like a restaurant, but these people used to make things there. They sold that to me. I got that for like 25 cents back in like the 90s. And then there's a official Famous Monsters Club pin. Monster Rush 2002 VIP pin with Frankenstein, Abbott and Costello. There's a brain. I got a B-Fest 2007. See? B-Fest 2007 brain. And here is a little pterodactyl bird. Okay. All kinds of gumball eye. There's a gumball eye right there. It's like an eyeball. Eyes of terror. And here's the Cyclops bomber figure right there. Cool, huh? Isn't that neat? Alright. And over and on there's a little saucer guy. Little saucer man. And on the floor there, just a little like mini Ultraman figure. See, Ultraman. Little cute little toy puppet Ultraman. And of course there, I survived the Amling's Haunted House. Amling's Brave Heart Award. There's a little shrunken head from the 60s. Here's a creepy crawler shrunken head that I made out of plastic goop in the glorious 60s when I had my Monster Club. Remember the shrunken head ones they got later? And there's another finger puppet there. And there's Gorgo Palmer figure. Cool. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. There's a shock monster mask that was given to me by Chuck Jarman of Bumpin' the Night Productions. And there's the David Rock Nelson puppet made out of like toilet paper tubes and a paper bag, made by Steve Markham, who goes to Monster Bash. See, and I got a picture of Elvira. That's me. It's the Rock. Trick or treating. And there's Dracula Blows is cool. I got a free post from Buddy Barnett. Videos all over the place. Videos, more videos over there. There's my Smoking Joe Frazier poster, my favorite boxer. And there's a thing of Jesus I made. That's Jesus coming out of the tomb that I made in art class, Art 4, back in '74 or something. And there's our hero right there. That's him. That's Dr. Martin Luther King. From McDonald's, I kept that, the principles he stood for. And then here you go, there's Rodan right there. And then there's 1910 Frankenstein, King Kong. Yeah, 20 million miles to Earth, King Kong again. And there's that babe, there's Michelle Stafford. She's, Bold and the Beautiful and Young and the Restless. Yeah, she's hot. She is hot. She is sexy, man. She says people motivate her. She likes to be around people. And there's my drawing of I was a teenage Frankenstein. I drew it Monster Bash 2009 at the Big Frankenstein Monster Bash. I was going to give that to fans, but I thought it was so good I decided I'd keep it. Yeah. And then there's Lon Chaney, the Mummy's Tomb. There's a Frankenstein I got from Mark Paul Stellick, the vampire of Milwaukee. He gave me that Frankenstein there. And then he gave me this poster there. That's It. It Came from Outer Space and Creature from the Black Lagoon. Double bill in 3D. There's the Wolfman Lon Chaney saluting Bela Lugosi Jr., son of Bela Lugosi Dracula. And I made this Dracula here, and I made this Frankenstein when I was in Bible college for Halloween. I made those. And there's my Devil Ant poster. And there's, Milford Krebs, slang words. He's like, his term for money is the long green. And the blue boys, that means the fuzz or the cops. So, and then when he says, boy, this place is heavy or something, words like that, So anyway, when one is cool and part of the scene, that's a hipster. Yeah. Gas is an exciting thing or event, and grease means money or food. That's the term for food or money, grease. Okay, enough, and then more videos, man. See more videos down there. I got the classics. I got the Bela Lugosi thing. I got even Bruce Lee, Fists of Fury. I got this movie called The Brainiac, The Corpse Grinders by Ted V. Michaels. Creature from Haunted Sea, Roger Corman. I got the Brainiac right there. The Vampire's Coffin. The Vampire. The Robot versus the Aztec Mummy. I got the Mummy movies here from Universal. Mummy's Tomb. Mummy's Creature from the Black Lagoon. Yeah, Monster of Piedras Blancas. I got this from Mark Paul Stellick for $20. Look at that. Monster of Piedras Blancas, that great movie. Jeannie Carmen's greatest role, I met her. Yeah, she's going to be in like Devil Ant 5 or something. I think she's going to be Devil Ant 4, actually. Looking at Paul Naschy movie, see Night of the Howling Beast, Paul Naschy, Horror Rises from the Tomb, Fury of the Wolfman. That is the old cover I got in a dollar bin at Woolworths back like '93. Fury of the Wolfman, man. Look. See, it has the werewolf's hand on there. It's Paul Naschy's in this one, man. Great movie. And then I Love Ghosts. Ghosts on Richard Crowe's Ghost Tour. That's me and Richard Crowe together. That's me, Richard Crowe. And that's Vampire Woman Janet. Isn't that cute? It's a cute picture. It's on the Ghost Tour '94, and there's hanging skeletons there. You know, I got those at Uncle Fun. And there's a green one, a green hanging skeleton. Here's a werewolf mask that I got from Ken Kramer from Zanal Zombie Hut. Look at that. Got that for just $2. I mean, it was 79 cents when they used to sell it in like the 70s. But man, I got it. It's a collector's item. I got it for $2 from Zanal Zombie Hut, Ken Kramer at Monster Bash. And there's a Dracula pinata I got for $2 from my next door neighbors. And there's a video I got from Monster Bash, the Rogues Tavern. Got that. That's got Wallace Ford at 1936. Okay, and then here's some devil ants. Here's the original devil ant. That's the original devil ant. One in the best shape. And this is the one that attacked Roger Corman. Legs are more bent. So, you know, I got devil ants and you know, videotapes and stuff. Okay, and then there's my TV set. There's a Frankenstein. 1910 Frankenstein. There you see Buster Keaton editing movies. Look at, he's got his film cement. He's got reels to reel where you glue the movies together. Feature, comedy, cartoon, news weekly. There's an old phone. Look at that. He's busy. He's editing movies, cutting them up and taping them, gluing them together with that film cement. I got that poster for free from the Archive Film Stock Footage Library in Chicago. You know, I think that's actually New York, but there's connections in Chicago too, I think. And then there's my Frankenstein door hanger I got from Mark Paul Stellick too. Keep out, please. Boris. The other side says, do not disturb. I got another one that's got Bride of Frankenstein on it. And here's one of my press passes down here. Look at. I know that's one of my buyer passes. These are my judges' election. Yeah, I helped out election. I'm judge of election. David Nelson, Maine Township Republican. You know, I give people their ballots. I've been doing that since '92. And here's the floating head of Frankenstein. What's left of it? Not much left of it, man. See, the face is all messed up. Look at it. That's all foam in there. See, it's just rotting away. It's all eaten away, like guy says in Return of the Vampire. There's my protein powder. You know, I got Bob Hoffman's gain weight powder down there. There's, you know, I got whey protein. Joe Weider right here. Weight gainer, Joe Weider. Muscle. Here's a little paper thing I made. The whole paper is in metal class. 1971 or 72. I made that in metal class. See, that holds paper in there. Yeah, I made that myself, man. Soldered it on right there with acetylene and oxygen and mix. You know, you get just the right amount, just a little acetylene, a lot of oxygen, and light the flame. You got to be careful with that. You got to be trained. You got to go to class. We took metal shop and a woodworking class my freshman and sophomore year at Maine South High School in Park Ridge, Illinois. Still, it's a little bit rusted there, but you know. And I got Spectre Man videos. Look at Spectre Man VHS, man. I got a whole bunch of them. Here's one of them. Spectre Man versus the Monster Hedgehog. That's a good one, man. It's funny. And then there's the Smog Monster, you know. Yeah, I got these for like $10 each, or 5 for $50. Save $10 if you buy 6. And then there is a ghost thing I got that for about $2 at a garage sale. And I even got an old Creepy Classics video booklet right there. Creepy Classics video, when they just sold videos. Yeah, right there. See, I got classic stuff, man. And there's a poster for this one called Dagon. Autographed to David the Rock Nelson from Stuart Gordon. H.P. Lovecraft's Dagon! Dagon! Yeah, and so there he is. See, that's a pretty scary movie, though. It's pretty darn scary. I don't know if I'd recommend that for the kiddies. And over here is the Cyclops I made in 7th grade. Right there, next to the King Kong bank that I got for $5. And there's the fangs, you know, those wax fangs right here. Look, there's a devil ant. Creepy Creatures devil ant. Only 60 cents. And over here, wax fangs, man. Look at that. Well, these are the wax lips. You know, and it's a whack off, whack off, whack of wax. Yeah, they had the fangs too. You know, like that. You know, they're kind of cute, huh? 25 cents. And here's my Cyclops I made in 7th grade. All in 7th grade. I made that a Quaker Oats box. Inspired by 7th Voyage of Sinbad. That's why I did this. I want to make it look like 7th Voyage of Sinbad. See, it's got toilet paper tubes for legs, toilet paper tubes for arms. And here's that, see? There it is. Cyclops. Cool, huh? The horn got a little bit messed up top, but look at that. That's all hand painted by David the Rock Nelson. All the way from the glorious 1970s. Yeah. And there's the job that ate my brain. So I don't work at jobs anymore. I don't have to eat my brain. Yeah. And there's Basil Gogo's artwork there that I got in the mail. It's like a copy of it. You know, it's Phantom. It's London After Midnight and Hunchback. That's the vampire. Lon Chaney is the vampire in London After Midnight, the lost film. There's got to be a copy out there somewhere. And here's a gorilla mask. I got Uncle Fun, an empty popcorn box. There's Bela hypnotizing Sandra from Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. That picture used to be on a Spook Stories Monster card from 1961. Remember? Spook Stories made by Leaf Brands in Chicago. Yeah. Those were sold all over the U.S. I still got a lot of those. You can get those. I got like $1 a piece, those cards. I used to get 5 to a pack for 5 cents back in 1961. At Ben Franklin, when I was 5 years old, I'd buy those. Those were great. Stick of that pink gum was the best tasting gum. Nowadays, it's collector cards. Back then, you know, it was black and white monster pictures, and there's a joke on the back with a picture of a ghost, and there's a stick of real good tasting gum. And it was fun. It was fun to buy those cards. Now it's like collector cards. They want to keep them in perfect mint condition. And when I was a kid, we'd put them in our back pocket, take them to school, and show them to our friends. You know? It was more fun back then. You know, we had the right reason to have cards, not just, oh, keep them in mint condition so they don't get one little bend in the corner, you know. We used to take those things to school in our pockets and show them to our friends, man, you know. We'd show those things off. There's you see the vampire mask there. And then I got that at Uncle, this one I got at Uncle Fun. That's like, you know, from the 60s. Remember those weirdos? And they sell weirdo cards at Uncle Fun now. Like $1 a pack. They're reproductions made by some company. I think Accruitments or something. They have the permission to reprint them. The old Weirdos cards from the 60s. And they had pictures of these guys, you know. Then they had those big plastic figures like the Weirdos in the card. A big one made out of pink plastic. I still got one somewhere in storage. That was from like the early 60s. Okay, I'll see you later. That's my dungeon. Here's my video camera right there. There's my video camera I used to make my movies at Monster Bash. And then I got this extra one for $50 recently. And I got more. And here's a little toy potato gun. You used to stick this 60s into like a baked potato. You know, an unbaked potato, a raw potato. Stick it in there. And then you fire it, you know. See that right there? And then you squeeze. And it pops out the piece of potato, you know. So I'm going to use that as a prop in my next movie. You know. And here I got a little wind-up Cyclops right here. See? Wind-up Cyclops. He walks. Got that for like $1. Rrr, Cyclops. I like Cyclops. Cool monster. Okay, and then here's a picture of me flexing. Showing my gun. See? Are you jealous of my body? Your picture's an art picture. That's me flexing my guns. That was several years ago in 2009. I'm bigger now. As you can see, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at bicep, man. Are you jealous of my body? I'll see you.